Every year, more and more people in many countries are training to become coaches. What could be more rewarding than doing something that matters, that makes a difference, and at the same time building a profitable business on your terms? Especially if you realize that the entry barriers into the coaching profession seem rather low. You don't actually need any formal qualifications. You don't need to invest in expensive equipment, and you can decide to become a coach at any point of your life when you are 20, 50, or 80. What makes the coaching profession so attractive? In this video, I'm going to share my list of the 5 top things about having a profitable coaching business. The list could be much longer. I could easily come up with 20 or 100 great things about having a profitable coaching business, but I guess that would be a little boring. So let's focus on my top 5. What are they then? Number 1, doing something that matters. Nowadays, there are so many ways of making very good money if you have a good idea, if there is a market for your product or service, if you know how to promote it effectively. You can become a millionaire much easier than, let's say, 50 years ago. Thanks to the internet, you have access to so many new markets. In many cases, the world has become your market. I decided to become a coach almost 15 years ago. When I was 36, back then I was a co-owner of 2 training companies, a language school for corporate clients and a leadership development consultancy. I was doing well financially, but I wasn't fulfilled. The companies we had created with my business partner Jaromir gave us a very good standard of living, but I felt it was all about money, about scaling up, becoming even bigger. We're generating a very attractive profit, but I didn't feel that my work was changing anything. We could just sign new contracts which would generate even more profit. What was wrong with that? I missed the impact and real results. I wanted to work with a smaller group of clients, having more time and space to give them the highest level of support. Our corporate clients were typically looking for the cheapest training, and quality was not their priority. Sure, they claimed something different, but we know what was really going on. And by the way, you can't offer the highest quality for the lowest price. I'm not saying that I didn't appreciate the lifestyle and peace of mind our businesses were giving us. It just wasn't enough for me. I wanted to hear from my clients that they were changing their lives thanks to our cooperation. So I decided to change my career path, and I have never looked back. Doing something that matters is the thing that I value the most in the coaching profession. Now I have fewer clients in general. The numbers are lower. I consciously keep the number of clients low, but I am more fulfilled than ever before because I help real people achieve real results, and I help my clients, other coaches and trainers, to create the lifestyle they dream about. I just love it. Number 2, virtually unlimited earning potential. Yes, that's right. You've heard me correctly. If you want a highly profitable small business without substantial investment, coaching is definitely the career you should consider. You don't need to invest in expensive equipment, machines, licenses. You don't need to hire staff, especially at the beginning. If you get the business growth formula right, you can attract as many individual clients, or you can do as many workshop days as you need or want. Once your business takes off, you can raise your prices, your rates. Your potential clients will want to work with you specifically because of the value you give, and they are ready to pay premium rates. Do all coaches make very good money? No, actually just a small percentage of coaches or workshop facilitators generate enough profit to leave their regular jobs, but that doesn't mean that it isn't possible. The majority of coaches struggle financially because they don't know how to grow profitable businesses, and they choose not to learn it. But that's a different story. If you're serious about this profession If you want your passion for helping people to become your main source of income, you need to do things differently from 95% of other coaches, as 95 or 99% of coaches don't really know how to create a prosperous business. And they end up having a great hobby of helping people rather than a highly profitable business. I'm speaking from experience here. When I decided to treat my coaching business seriously, invest in support and learn from my mentors, the people who were already achieving the results I wanted, I noticed that I soon had more potential clients than I was ready to serve. I would have run 20 coaching sessions a week or 4 or 5 full-day workshops a week, which would have been crazy. I did that for a short time, my agenda was full, and I was beginning to hate it. So first, I put my prices up, which filtered out some potential clients. And then I asked myself, how many coaching sessions do I want to offer every month? How many individual clients do I want to support? Or how many workshops do I want to deliver a year? I consciously keep the numbers low. I keep my availability limited. For example, this year I delivered just 10 workshops, and I have said no to quite a few proposals, including one lucrative and potentially very interesting project in Africa that would have generated me more than £10,000 over a few days. I prefer to invest that time in working on my first online course. I'm not saying that to impress you. What I'm saying is, if I, a guy from Poland who doesn't even speak perfect English, have so many options just because I know how to grow a profitable coaching business, the opportunities are untapped. Let's move on to number 3 on my list, flexibility. Another great thing about having a coaching business is the fact that you can design your business around your life. So your business is at your service, not the other way around. So many people are constantly busy, overworked and overwhelmed because of their work, and they find it hard to take time off, both employees and business owners. Sure, the trend is changing now. Young people don't want to work crazy hours like their parents. They value their free time. They want to travel and pursue their passions. Having a lot of time off is not so natural for my generation, especially if you're a business owner. When you have meetings with clients, your team, when you need to manage internal conflicts, when you compete on price only, it can be pretty toxic and draining. I have heard so many times that I am lazy just because I don't want to work 8 or 10 hours a week. I haven't created my businesses to have to work regular hours. Sure, there are times, months or even years when you need to put in crazy hours. Have you heard that entrepreneurship is living a few years of life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't? I love this sentence, and now I love the fact that I can spend the rest of my life like most people can't. If you know how to grow your coaching business, you know what your values are, and you run the business, not are run by your business, you have a lot of options. You have a dynamic and flexible life business model that you can modify depending on a season you're in. For example, if you need more time off to spend with your family or travel, you plan your weeks the way it fits in your life priorities. As now most coaching happens online, you can live and work anywhere you like. I am based in the north of Mallorca, and I'm so happy here. This profession gives you flexibility in so many ways. Time, your niche, your products or services. You will never get bored, and the risk of burnout is virtually non-existent. When I started coaching, I worked with individual business clients, CEOs, managers, directors. Then after 3 years, I wanted to do more workshops. So for 2 years, I did around 70 workshop days a year. Now I only occasionally do the workshops, and I prefer to coach and mentor a small number of individual clients, coaches and trainers who create their businesses. That gives me the time and energy to focus on creating my online course. It'll be available very soon. What's the next great thing about having a profitable coaching business? After years of long unproductive meetings and having to compete on price only, this is my favorite: growing your business on your terms without the need of consulting anything with anyone. I love what I call great small businesses. Businesses that are small but highly profitable, without structures or even offices. Businesses that fit in your lifestyle. Creating a strong personal brand gives you the freedom that so many business owners miss. They are caught up in long meetings, endless conversations. They need to justify and convince their business partners, which can be draining and time consuming. Creating a great small business on your terms is so much faster. You have the freedom to decide who you work with. You choose your clients, how you support them, if you will be offering one-to-one programs, group workshops, in-person or online, or if you decide to create an online course. It is always good to consult your ideas with someone, especially someone who's done it before you, to invest in a mentor who will not only support you, but also challenge some of your ideas or pace you. Growing your business on your terms is great, but it also has some potential risks. There is no external accountability. Some things may take forever or never get done. So make sure you do it your way, but do it wisely and avoid some pitfalls. Another great thing about creating your coaching business, thing number 5 on my highly subjective list, is very low overheads and very low entry barriers. Sure, it makes sense to invest in quality training or hire a mentor, but you don't need to spend dozens or hundreds of thousands on equipment, infrastructure. You don't need to hire anyone, especially at the beginning. Later, it definitely makes sense to delegate some tasks, especially the tasks that other people can do better and cheaper than you. All you need to start growing your coaching business is your computer, your phone. Well, you don't even need that. Some software, a simple expert website, your professional insurance, or subscriptions you need like Zoom or Teams. Just think about other entrepreneurs like restaurant owners or manufacturing companies. Before they see any profit, they need to make sure so many bills are paid. The premises, the equipment, the licenses, the salaries. Isn't that good news? You don't need to invest a lot, but make sure you don't cut corners on the things you really need to grow your business. One of them is investing in your business development and marketing skills. If you hire the right mentor, you will get the return on that investment very soon. So many coaches, trainers, and business owners in general choose to figure things out by themselves. They don't want to ask for help. First, they don't want to invest that money. Second, they don't believe they need it. As you know, I've been growing my businesses for over 2 decades now. I help other people to create their profitable companies, but I still keep investing in my own development. Hiring the best teachers, investing in the world-leading programs is one of the best business decisions I make every year. Last year, my development budget was £5,000. This year, it is £10,000. I have £10,000 to invest in my own coaching, mentoring, online courses, and other forms of education. You may ask, why should I pay for knowledge that is available for free on YouTube, LinkedIn? Free live sessions. From my experience, if I don't pay for something, if I don't invest, I am not very motivated. I take it for granted. Dean Graziosi, one of the world leading experts in creating highly profitable training companies, says, if you don't pay, you don't pay attention. So you don't need massive investment in the equipment, infrastructure, salaries, but make sure you invest in your own business growth competences. What is your list of the top things about having a prosperous coaching business? Come on, share them in the comment below. See you in the next video.